What's up everybody, in today's video I've decided to complete Elden Ring only using fists. We're throwing straight hands in this video. Anyways, I don't want to waste you guys' time. Let me know if you want more challenges and enjoy the video. Bruh. So I first spawned in Limgrave, took the elevator up, went out over here. Then I basically just made my way all the way to Gatefront Grace, talked to Melina, and then I got Torrent. And then I made my way all the way to Caelid, going over here to finally get my weapon. After that, I did some rune farming at Lenny's Rise. Then I went back to Caelid, going up over here to get the Flame Grant Me Strength incantation. I also bought the Finger Seal at the Round Table Hold, and then I made my way all the way to start the first boss fight, Margit. Margit has a long wind up on most of his attacks, but once you get the timing down, it's just about staying close and not getting greedy. I waited for his slow slams, dodged into him, and got my hits during the recovery. The dagger throws are annoying, but they're easy to avoid. As long as you stay patient and don't back off too much, he goes down clean. I landed the last few hits, and then finally he goes down, obliterating. I then made my way all the way over here near the Rose Church to defeat this rock thing. I defeated him, and then I got the incantation Blood Flame Blade. Then I also went to some catacombs and tunnels to find smithing stone and upgrade. And then I talked to my boy Jimmy, upgraded my fists a little bit more. And once again I did more rune farming at Lenny's Rise, just leveling up, spent the runes, and then now it's time to fight Godric the Gunner. Godric was a big step up. His reach and move attacks made this fight tricky. He uses sweepy sword swings and fire attacks that really you have to watch out for. I focused on dodging to the right to avoid most of his combos and punished him whenever he finished a big attack. His second phase got a little crazier, but keeping calm and sticking to the edges helped me land consistent hits. Once he was down, I grabbed his Great Rune, which boosted all my stats by 5 points, a very big help for this run. After beating Godric the Gunner, I basically went back to the Round Table Hold to complete the White Mask Bear quest. I went to Rose Church, talked to White Mask Bear over here, and then finally we ended in Magdalene Palace to do the bird rune farming. After that, I went back to the village of the Albanurkis, smacked this old dude in a pot, he gave me a medallion, and then I went back to the Round Table Hold and threw some hands with this dude over here, and then I got his armor set, and then now it's time to fight the Red Wolf of Radagon. Next up was the Red Wolf of Radagon. He's quick and aggressive, but with fast sword swings and some ranged magic. I had to keep my distance sometimes, but mostly I dodged through his attacks and landed hits when he was vulnerable. This fight was all about timing, watching his moves closely, and striking only when I was sure I could get away with it. Did some more rune farming after defeating him, leveled up my weapon a little bit, and then now it's time to fight Renala. Then I made my way over here across this bridge. I baited this security guard around over here so I can get to the elevator without getting hit. Then I started the Renala fight, beat these glowing kids up, and that sounded so wrong. Renala floats in a room surrounded by magic, ready to summon students and cast powerful spells. I dodged her first spells, hit when she paused, and then went back to getting safe. I circle around her, timing my rolls carefully, and land safe hits when I can. She teleports, summons people, and then swings her staff. But I read each movement and respond quickly. When she finally collapses, I take a deep breath and prepare for the next challenge. After defeating her, I went back to the Caelid area to Fort Farth to climb over here and get the right Dectus medallion, and then I went back to Limgrave in the grass area, then used the stone sword key and got the green turtle talisman. After that, we made our way to the Volcano Manor area, and now it's time to fight the Godskin Noble. I roll under the first strike, land a safe hit, and step back. He chains attacks, jumps, and spins, but I dodge at the right moments and punish carefully. Slowly, he loses more and more health as I keep careful control of the fight. After defeating the Godskin Noble, did some more rune farming, and then I went back to Limgrave over here to climb this ladder super fast like Sonic. I opened up the chest and got the left half of the Dectus medallion, went to the Grand Lift of Dectus, activated it, and now we are in a new area. I went back to like this village over here, this ruins, defeated this demi-human something. I fought like Prime Mike Tyson during this boss fight. Well, not really, he's not a boss fight, he's super easy. After defeating him though, I went inside his area, opened up the chest, and got the Ritual Sword Talisman. Then I went back to my boy Jimmy over here, leveled up my weapon a bit more. Do you see these hands, bro? Do you see these hands, bro? I made my way to the Red Main Castle, down in the elevator, and now it's time to start the Radahn fight. The fight is all chaos, arrows flying, NPCs running around, but once I got close, I turned it into a slower fight. I watched for the giant swings, dodged into the second hit, and got my damage while he reset. When he launched into the sky, I just ran and stayed alert. Second phase has more power behind it, but it doesn't change much if you're me. I didn't lose track of him, didn't back off, and stayed aggressive the whole time. Once he went down, I had another boss eliminated. Look at me, just I'm so cool. Did more rune farming over here. Then now it's time to fight the Dragonic Tree Sentinel. Made my way up to this area. The massive knight on horseback stood in front of the Capitol's gate, his armor glowing in the light, his giant shield and huge hammer made it clear he was ready to crush anything that got close. Every time I thought I had an opening, he'd slam me on the ground, sending out a shockwave. Still, I kept chipping away, staying just outside his reach and moving in fast. After enough hits, his movement slowed and one last swing from my weapon brought him down crashing. After the boss fight, I went back to this ruined area over here, literally just ruined. I got the Golden Vow incantation, then I actually went back to Stormvale Castle, climbed this ladder, and I kept getting interrupted by these people. Anyways, I got the Claw Talisman, which increases jump attacks, and then now it's time to fight Godfrey. Godfrey's first version is straightforward, but his stops combos cover a ton of space. I waited for the slam, rolled in the last second, and punished the end of his chain. The axe swings are slow and wide, and most of them lock him into a recovery window. I never tried to roll too early or spam buttons, just kept my distance right outside the stomp range, baited the big hits, and slowly chipped him away. He was never really sped up, so I just played solid and finished him off clean. Gave him a few more hits and he was finally down. I did my emote, it said great enemy felled, and I collected the grace. After that I collected his grace and then went along this path over here, and then I went up the stairs to fight Margot. Margot enters swinging his sword like he wants to take down the whole arena. I rolled through under his first slash, land a hit and step back carefully. He spins, lunges and attacks with long combos, but I dodge perfectly and hit only when it's safe. I circle him, watching for openings and staying alert for his magical attacks. He jumps, slams, and swings in fast sequences, but I remain patient and move constantly. Stay moving constantly and watching for openings. I circle him, keeping my distance but getting close when I see a chance to hit. He roars and lunges, spinning and slamming, but I stay calm and ready for the next move. Slowly his health goes down as I time every attack carefully. I watch away where he lands after he jumps and make sure to roll away through every slam. We finally made it to the snow area. I went through some more tunnels and catacombs to find upgrades and smithing stones, and then I went to the first church and got the sacred tear, and I leveled up my weapon a little bit more. And now it's time to fight the fire giant. I hate this boss. The first phase is simple but slow. I stayed near his left leg, dodged the giant stomps, and avoided the snowball rolls. He doesn't move quickly, but his attacks are wide and can clip you even if you think you're out of range. Once the chain breaks, phase 2 starts. The fight becomes a lot more chaotic. He went down once I stopped trying to rush him, and I have another boss eliminated. I never want to see that type of boss in any game ever. I got this grace over here, talked to Melina and burnt the Earth Tree up, and then we finally made it to like the end game area. Obviously I just did some more exploring, finding upgrades and smithing stones, and then I ended up doing some more rune farming, finally maxed out my weapon, and then now it's time to fight the Godskin duo. Two bosses in one arena, one tall and one slim. The other one is short and round. They didn't wait for me to make the first move, charging in with fast and constant hits. I had to focus on one while keeping an eye on the other, dodging non-stop to avoid getting trapped. The tall one swung with long, fast combos while the other one rolled around the arena trying to crush me. After dropping the first, I quickly turned to the second, dodging their desperate swings until the last hit finally landed. The room felt quiet. The fight finally finished. After the boss fight, I went over here, climbed this ladder, and opened the chest and got the Howl of Shibiri incantation. Now it's time to fight Malekith. At first, Malekith stayed in his cloaked form, moving fast and swinging with heavy strikes. His range was big, but I stayed close enough to land a few hits before rolling out of danger. When I brought his health down far enough, he revealed his true form, moving even faster and covering the arena with deadly slashes. His blade left trails of red light in the air, and each swing could take huge chunks of health, plus it also has blood loss. Little by little, his movement slowed, and with one final strike, he fell, his body fading into shadows. Finally, we saw the destroyed area. I ended up getting the Urtrue Favorite +2 talisman, went up these stairs, and don't think I forgot about this dude over here. This guy sucks. The fight started and he just stood there spamming weak spells like he thought he was some kind of genius. I ran straight at him, hit him a few times, and he folded instantly. It felt like less of a boss fight and more just like I smacked the NPC who wandered into the wrong room. This Godfrey is bigger and stronger than before. His axe swings slower but hit harder. In first person, his attacks feel like they can knock me down if I'm not careful. When he drops his axe and fights with his fist, he stomps and slams the ground hard, making the whole arena shake. I feel like I'm right under him when he jumps down, so I have to time my dodges perfectly to avoid getting hit. I hit him whenever I got a chance and kept moving to stay safe. This fight takes a long time because his attacks do a lot of damage, but I kept calm and kept dodging, and then I finally beat him. After that, did some more rune farming, and then now it's time to become Elden Lord for like that 25th time.
Radagon hits fast and doesn't give you a chance. His swing in tight combos, mix and delayed hits, can cover space quickly with teleport slams. The golden shockwaves force spacing, but they're easy to see coming. I avoided jumping, stayed grounding, and let the timing play out. Once I got the hang of his rhythm, he couldn't shake me. The Elden Beast drags the fight out with big movements and long animations, but I stayed focused on punishing the right moments. I chased it down every teleport, avoided the ring attack by sprinting sideways, and never let it out of its range too long. The biggest threat here, I'm not gonna lie, is the camera, not the boss. The angle sucks in this boss fight. I kept up with the chase though, never got greedy, and ended it the second it gave me a chance.
After that, landed a couple more hits, and then I did my ultimate attack, my super uppercut, which sending him flying, and then now he's dead. And just look at me walk away in slow motion. Alright, give me this, give me it. And I have beaten Elden Ring by just using fists. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye!